a lot of how those early farms worked is they would just pump out coin. And that's where like a 10 billion% APY would come from. But I guess it's good for a certain point of time until it's not. And then people would just get the coins and instantly dump them. And then the APYs would go down and then everything goes down. We went through 2020, we got shitcoin farms coming up and they're pumping out coins and everyone's like, you know, I remember Yams. I loved Yams. Did you get into Yams?
Yams, Basis Cash, all of these all these projects in DeFi summer really got me hooked onto DeFi. And I think that was the first kind of exciting use case was you can generate yield.
It was, right? And it was kind of a new thing because I guess 2017 it was all about, oh gee, I'm gonna buy a coin. Oh, I hope it goes up one day. And it's like then you're just sitting there like sitting on your hands, right? So I guess like having a yield on a coin as well, it's like, cool, I can buy the coin, maybe it moons, but also I can get a yield on it as well. So it was a compelling value proposition. I think everyone like ran with it. It was really good.
Yeah, it bootstrapped a lot of new users into the ecosystem. It gave DeFi a truly first kind of novel use case with the way you use tokens to incentivize an economy, to create bootstrap users, things like that. But for me, what real yield is a way to generate returns that are on a risk-adjusted basis. So things that are non-inflationary, meaning they aren't a result of a number going up in terms of the number of tokens that are emitted to you.
Right, that's key, right? Because a lot of how those early farms worked is they would just pump out coins. And that's where like a 10 billion% APY would come from. And it's like, cool, that's good, but I guess it's good for a certain point of time until it's not. And you know, they would be pumping out coins, right? And then people would just get the coins and instantly dump them. And then the coin, you know, price would go down, and then the APYs would go down, and then everything goes down.
Classic cycle of yield farming, right? Is you get a reward and you sell the reward because everyone, most of the world books their P&L in USDC, right? If you want to do something with that asset at the end of the day, right? So what are strategies that don't require reliance on number going up? Essentially is one way to look at real yield. Right? And how we think about that is like every strategy that provides real yield has to have some known risk. So for example, we have call selling strategies that sell volatility. You have funding rate strategies that take advantage of the funding rate of a perpetual or the basis of a future. And then you have interest rate strategies that take advantage of the interest rate that a borrower is paying to borrow an asset. And these are properties that are functions of the part of the market cycle you're in. They're part of the volatility of the assets. So it's much different than I would say the OG yield farming in DeFi in 2020, where you were getting a bunch of comp token for providing liquidity on an over-collateralized lending platform. So
man, I paid my rent with that comp token one. When they were paying more in rewards than it was to borrow.
That was a juicy period of
I used to tell people that I could spend $10 on a Big Mac or whatever, and then I was getting a yield on my Big Mac. So
that's awesome.
my Big Mac had a 10% APY.